Hello, this is Macam. Thank you for watching these new series of Farming Simulator 2025. We have an abandoned family cabin. Our parents sent us there to see if we can turn it into a profitable farm. There is a small market nearby. This is really convenient because this means we can grow and sell whatever we want. So after checking out the market, it was time to get back on our fully licensed bicycle and head for the cabin. As we approached the cabin, we noticed it was all overgrown with bushes and tall grass. So we had to park the bike and continue on foot. Through the bushes we found an old shed. When we opened the rusty lock we found all the old machinery our family has used in the past. I decided to waste no time and grabbed the old push mower and started clearing some of the bushes and tall grass. Luckily, our family also left this old wooden cart, which appeared to be a baler to pick up the grass we have just cut. This would really come in handy, as we could sell the bales at the market down the road to make some money, while clearing the grounds around the cabin. Walking around with the baler seemed glitchy at first, because I was walking backwards. Later I found out it was due to an old graphics card that I had then replaced. Setting the cruise control speed at 5 fixed the problem for now, and I was happy to continue picking up the grass we had just cut. After the baling was done, I sat down on the old tractor. Luckily, it had a full tank and I had no problem starting it. Now I could hitch up the trailer to load the bales and make some money. We managed to make 5 bales from the first patch of land we had cleared. After the loading was done, I fastened the straps and made my way to the market. Before we even had the chance to stop, they had already unloaded the trailer and paid us €407, which I was really pleased with. I went back to the family cabin turned farm, because there were still a lot more bushes and grass to be cut. Even when empty, the trailer is heavy, and our old tractor has a hard time driving it uphill. I parked the tractor and then decided to go back to my old hand mower and cut an even larger patch of grass this time. I found an old pitchfork which would be very helpful to get the grass in straight lines. This would make it a lot easier to fill the baler. But as soon as I tried to pick it up, the doors closed while I was still in the shed. Luckily it wasn't locked and I managed to get out to get back to work. Walking around with the pitchfork was really inconvenient, and it felt like I was walking on ice. Unfortunately, it's all we have at the moment, so it will have to do until we can afford something better. It was really satisfying to see the grounds around the cabin where I was playing as a child starting to clear up. All the memories of my childhood came back to me. When I was finished, I parked the old baler back in the shed. I then started loading the bales into the trailer. I was really excited to find out how many we made this time. I nearly doubled the amount we made last time. So I strapped them down and made my way to the market to sell them for even more cash. Selling 9 bales, we made 732 euros, which I was very pleased with, which means I now have over $1,000 in my pocket. It was time to head back to the farm and figure out how to grow the business. After making it home, I decided to sell my old licensed bicycle, as it had no use to me anymore. It was just standing there collecting dust. I parked my bike at a car park and walked to the nearest building, which appeared to be a repair shop. I then walked over to the next building, which had a big sign saying sales on it. When I pulled the door handle, it did not open, nor could I see anyone inside. I walked over to the other side to see if anybody was there. Luckily there was, and I was able to sell my bike for 335 euros, which I was quite pleased with. This means I now had enough money to buy a ride-on mower. So I bought a John Deere round fender with a mowing deck for more than 2,000 euros, which means I was now down to 49 euros. But I now have much better equipment to start making even more money. I grabbed the deck and carefully placed it underneath the tractor. I didn't have any transport, so I was set for a long, slow journey back to the farm. Upon arriving, I wasted no time and started cutting the grass immediately. This went much quicker than the old push mower. After I had cut the grass on one side of the terrain, I grabbed the pitchfork again to place the grass in nice rows for easier baling. I loaded the bales up neatly, strapped them down, and went back to the market to sell them once more. Now we had even more bales than last time, so I was really curious how much money we would make this time. I sold them for 1,082 euros, which I was really pleased with. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel to find out what happens next.